Hazardous material passes within feet of us nearly every day. And more concerning, there's an increasing number of spills, leaks, and crashes involving those toxic chemicals. Last year, the United States averaged more than 66 hazardous material incidents every single day. That's more than 24,000 in all. And tonight, Fox 13 investigates where those risks are and the highest, and why those incidents present an extreme challenge for first responders.
Brinkley, Arkansas, just over an hour west of Memphis. A semi-truck crash on I-40 kills one person and injures two others. Making the situation even worse, one truck is hauling military-grade explosives. First responders follow their training and evacuate the area. The safe removal of those items takes hours, but it's worth the painstaking effort. The hazardous material causes no additional problems. Memphis is the nation's transportation hub. That means we are constantly surrounded by poisonous, radioactive, corrosive, and flammable chemicals. You see the placards on trucks and trains identifying dangerous cargo. Those signs are also how first responders identify what's inside and how they know to safely contain the chemicals if they leak. This truck on President's Island is carrying sodium hypochlorite, bleach. It's one of tens of thousands driving on our streets and highways every day filled with hazardous materials. Then there are the trains. Memphis is among only a handful of cities with 5 Class 1 freight railroads operating. Those rail lines cross through several neighborhoods, next to major roads, and sometimes just feet from homes. Last year, Fox 13 Investigates staked out railroads right here in Memphis to find out exactly what's rolling through our neighborhoods. Those placards identify the hazardous material in rail cars just like they do on 18-wheelers. This tanker is full of sodium hydroxide. You probably know it as lye. It's extremely corrosive. Another one, full of chlorine. It's poisonous if inhaled, and it's also corrosive. One of those tankers can hold up to 30,000 gallons. Neighbors we talked to were surprised to learn about the dangerous chemicals we spotted.
Where are these people that are making these decisions to do these things? They're not asking us.
Here at Memphis International Airport, FedEx, our area's biggest employer. Also, the state of Tennessee's biggest reporter of hazmat incidents, accounting for 1/3 of all incidents reported this year, including leaks, spills, and accidents here at the Super Hub. There are a growing number of hazardous material incidents reported across the U.S. every year. The Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, part of the U.S. Department of Transportation, keeps track of all hazmat incidents on the highways, railways, airways, and waterways. The data shows a surge in hazmat incidents in recent years. That's due in large part to better reporting and more attention to safety. Many of the incidents are small, a punctured package or leaking lid. But then there are the big ones, like a burning truck full of lithium that shut down Interstate 15 in California back in July, or a toxic train crash in East Palestine, Ohio last year. Those put thousands of people at risk. Highway incidents, mainly trucks, are the biggest contributors, accounting for 91% of hazmat incidents over the past decade. You can also see highway incidents have grown in recent years, while rail and air hazmat incidents are dropping. And all 74 of the hazmat deaths over the past decade have been from highway incidents.
So what's the solution? How do you reduce these incidents? Well, the National Transportation Safety Board advocates for increased safety requirements. Things like reduced hours for truck drivers and adding technology to trucks to reduce crashes. And there are signs it's working. While the overall number of hazmat incidents has increased on our highways, the number of crashes involving hazardous material has steadily decreased. Still, each incident puts our first responders at risk as they come face to face with a toxic hazard to keep the rest of us safe. As for that high number of hazmat incidents at FedEx, the company told us in part, quote, FedEx has an extensive dangerous goods management program and takes all incidents involving hazardous materials incredibly seriously. FedEx says it has a robust hazmat training and investigates every occurrence to prevent future incidents. Now, if you'd like to read that full FedEx statement or share a story, go to our website, fox13memphis.com. Look for Fox 13 Investigates.